Hello everybody and welcome back. So we made Mythic last night, which was pretty cool, and then we managed to win our first game in Mythic as well, which is also pretty cool. So the plan for tonight is we're gonna try and run up the ladder to top 1000 and then hold it for the rest of the 10 days that the season is live. And then we've made it into the Mythic Championship weekend, so big deal for me. I think we're going to stick with Selesnya Tokens. It's been kind of crushing it. As I say, my build is a little bit weird in that most decks don't have the Shana, but I really have been liking the Shana, so I'm quite happy with that. Anyway, the list is up on Stream Decker right now, and if you're in the YouTubes, it should be linked below. So if you want to go and check that out, please click on those links. Right then. Let's get down to it, shall we? Traditional ranked. Let's jump right in. Sorry, I had a little bit of internet trouble as we were starting up the stream, and so my computer is still telling me that I'm dropping frames. It's like, no, I dropped frames. I have not continued to drop frames. That's a really good hand. I will keep the heck out of that. Turn 1 Legion's Landing, turn 2 Sapling Migration. Oh, I drew a Plains and completely didn't even notice. I was too busy chatting. Oh well. But land number 3 is pretty good. We could Unbreakable Formation on 3. I'd be okay with that. I was going to say, if they're countering this, that's a bit annoying. But it seems that they were just opting, which is fine. It's fine. Okay, then. Yeah, I think we're going to go Unbreakable Formation and just try and get some damage down. Fog decks don't have Wraths. And obviously we'd quite like to put some more points of pain on our opponent here. So we could make another 1-1 end of turn. Then we'll be attacking for 7. Okay, then. This is actually already a 2-turn clock at this point, so I'm not going to take the march for 1 there. I'm expecting a fog here. Interesting. Very interesting. I can play a Sun Petal Grove and march for 2. I could Adanto, which is basically a march for 1. Or I can Venerated Loxodon with no creatures tapped, which is just fine as well. I'm going to play the Sun Petal Grove and leave myself the option to march for 2 next turn. Chemist's Insighting here. Oh, Blink of an Eye. I assumed that that was the sort of thing that was going on here. Hence the reason I wasn't super interested in playing out this Venerated Loxodon. My opponent is apparently a thug, which is, you know, good to keep an eye on. Okay, so they're going to game 1, go up to 6 here. I think we're just going to march for 2. was going to say, if we can hit any of our pumps, then we just get to win this turn. Nice. There we go. This deck is really good. Right then, against Fog, Simeon had a plan for this. Still not entirely convinced that I necessarily agree with it wholeheartedly, but he did have a plan for it. Just remind myself what the plan was. The marches and the formations out. In is Danto and Autumn. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Yep, done. That seems like a pretty good hand. Probably Flower on turn 1 to get a second plane, Sapling Migration on 2, or possibly Tithe Taker on 2. But yeah, we're keeping that. Let's go and grab a second planes. Obviously, we've got History of Benalia in the deck. There's more green in the deck. We've got no double green. Sorry, there's more white in the deck. We don't have any double green spells currently in the deck because we didn't bring in Vivian Reed. Kind of want to play the Tithe Taker now. Don't think it's... I was going to say, I don't think it's getting countered, but it could be very annoying for them to deal with. Okay. Opponent's currently on mono blue, so... And we're going to go with Sapling Migration, not kicked, Get this Temple Garden down while we can. Triple Tristani, okay, we need one more land and we're online there. Okay, well, that's the land, perfect. Opponent has had a very weird draw. There's the green source. I'm assuming here comes, yep, there's the word Wilderness Reclamation. I'm going to start slamming these Tristanis. I'm imagining that some of them at least are getting countered. Oh, or not. There was a definite pause there though, wasn't there? I think it's still worth just getting in with all. Habibi, thank you very much for that host, dear. I'm glad that your second stream went as well as it did. You seem to be getting on really well with it, so keep it up. For those of you who've just joined me, hello. I'm Jack. I am a PPTQ grinder from London. And we're Mythic, and I'm trying to make it all the way to the top 1,000 in this first month when it actually counts. And see if I can get on the Mythic Championship qualifier weekend for this season. And we've been running really hot with Selesnya Tokens, so I'm planning on playing a lot of Selesnya Tokens. Yes, yes, yes. Do the thing. Our opponent this game had a little bit of trouble in that their first 5 land drops were all blue with no green sources, and they finally found the green source and now seem to just be going off with Wilderness Reclamation, which is scary, very scary. And he could just be dead here. It's possible I should have held one of these 2/2s back to try and Conclave Tribunal the Wilderness Reclamation. Evolving Wilds. Don't often see that, but, you know, imperfect mana bases are definitely a thing that exist. in Arena. And it works quite nicely with the Search for Us counter, so can't say it's necessarily bad, can you? Oh, here we go. They're just going off here. Dang it. I mean, they could be on the untap Sacrifice Memorial to Genius plan. Try and draw a Nexus. Okay, yeah, they are. There's the Nexus. Yes, yes, yes. That weird bug where all of my cards and my creatures end up on my opponent's side of the battlefield is a little odd. Yeah, that's a bad sign too. So for those of you who are new here, thank you very much for joining us. Sorry, obviously, what you're seeing is not me playing Magic. It's me sitting and watching my opponent play Magic because Nexus of Fate is a really dumb Magic card. That's a very big crisis. Yep, okay, cool. I think we've seen enough here. Let's just go to game 3, shall we? It is what it is. I guess I should have gone for the Conclave Tribunal play. I was pretty convinced my opponent had a counterspell, but... And yeah, we'll stick with this build. Sorry, just trying to keep an eye on... Ooh. Somewhat annoying, but I think this is a definite keep. Tithe Taker just makes their fog effects really annoying for them. Which is good. I want to annoy my opponents when they're on a stupid deck like Nexus of Fate. I think it's more correct to run out the Sunpetal Grove here. I don't think it makes a big difference, but I think it's slightly more correct. Tithe Taker. Well, we'll have another one, because the first one is no longer doing anything. Wilderness Reclamation. If they've got a counterspell in hand, it's probably pretty bad for us. Huh. Nice. Shame we don't have Tireless Tracker in standard at the moment with Growth Spiral. That'd be pretty gas. Oh, of course, the counter would still cost 2 more, wouldn't it? So I could have gotten the Knight of Autumns down. Go on then, what you got for me, opponent? You've got them... Oh, okay, I was going to say, you've got the mana to play Nexus of Fate, but no real advantage engine going on. Okay. I was going to say, if we hit a land here, I'm probably just taking that out with Knight of Autumn. Boom. Let's get aggro, shall we? Sure, that's a crisis. It's annoying. Right then. Well, we're going to go Legion's Landing. Play a land. Conclave Tribunal tapping that new Duda we just made. Get rid of that Crisis and attack for 6, flipping our Legion's Landing. That seems like a pretty good turn, right? Tristani next turn. Meaning that finally we'll be able to attack through this stupid Druid of the Cowl that's actually been holding back our advance for the last, like, 3 turns. Really quite impressively. Well, for the first 3 turns, sorry, not the last 3 turns. Okay. Opponent really doesn't seem to have the Wilderness Reclamation, which makes me really happy. Okay then, money is on them having a blink of an eye to bounce my Tristani Discordant here. Which is, you know, fine, but... Oh no, it's the Root Snare. Okay. Come on. Don't have it. I think I meant to just turn all these creatures sideways again. Yep, kind of expected that, didn't we, folks? Take out a Tithe Taker here, I'm assuming. Yeah. I think we're just going to run out the Tristani Discordant again. Opponent is exploring. They've still got these Memorial to Geniuses to draw some extra cards as well, so... While it looks reasonable for us right now, because they're doing all this without a Wilderness Reclamation to, like, really make this look insane, they've definitely got draws that get them out of this situation. Less so now. A Root Snare, obviously, they still get to cast because the Druid of the Cowl... Oh, they hadn't played their land. Yes! Nice, up to 97%. We'll take that, eh, folks? We'll take that indeed. Right. Let's run it back. This tokens list. This tokens list. Yeah, that's a keep. That's a pretty good keep. If we could get land number 3 on turn 3, that would be perfect, basically. What are we up against? It's a blue deck. Oh, and there's a plains. Let's not make the same mistake twice. It's a blue deck that doesn't seem to have Spell Pierce or Opt going on right now. What are we fighting, folks? Ah, it's the Demir deck. Interesting. There's another Loxodon. Nope, no attacks. Yeah, this is actually a pretty thought erasure proof hand. Our best card is probably Venerated Loxodon, and it's certainly the card that's going to come down soonest. They will possibly end up taking the Tristani. March is a little awkward, but... What we got, opponent? What are we thinking? They're taking a good long time to thinking. Hello? 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 Yep, take a Venerated Loxodon. I can see that as well. Yeah, I'd rather not take the pain. The fact that they've still got the information is fine by me. What you got, opponent? What do you got? They've only got 3 cards in hand, which is definitely a good sign for us. But I also feel like they've probably got the more powerful cards in general. That sort of thing is very annoying to me, obviously. Let's see what they've got now. Probably take the Tristani, yeah. Yeah. With a land I can cast it next turn, and that's real bad for them. As I say, if you've got a kill spell for one of these creatures, you should absolutely do it now. That's a tilt. Relatively happy to just march for 2 at end of their turn. Flip this land. Okay. Stealing my Loxodon. Bit annoying. Oh, that's annoying. That is real annoying right there. Oh well, I think this is mostly fine. They're probably just going to cast my own Venerated Loxodon against me next turn. What could they have that's better if they deal combat damage to me? I don't think there's anything. There's no, like, spectacle in this deck, so... Okay. I was going to say that's a land. Unbreakable Formation seems like a pretty good start. was going to say. Free block, but a little unfortunate. Can't activate the Adanto this turn, but beggars and choosers and all that malarkey. Shana Sisei's Legacy, you say? Okay, well, let's see what they can do with this. Oh, Sinister Sabotage. That's brutal. Oh, come on. These draws out of my opponent have been insane. Okay, well, do you have another one? The answer is no. As I say, still forced to jump unless that card in your hand is a removal spell. What do we got, opponent? What do we got? You got 2 cards in hand? Lazav, okay. Well, they can X4 and make it a 2-3 as opposed to a 1-3. That's not the biggest problem for me. Yeah, you do not get the ETB effect. Attack, put them to 1. Lose one of these. I think that's actually fine. They kill my lifelinker, obvs. But then hopefully I've got 3 lethal attackers next turn. They're digging. What you got for us, opponent? Yes, not enough is apparently the answer. Which is excellent. Absolutely excellent. Okay, so Dimir control / mid-range. Probably Crawl Harpooner comes in here. Probably Adanto Vanguard does as well. The March of the Multitudes probably comes out, as does the Unbreakable Formations. Vivian Reed is tempting as well. Instead of, what? A Tristani, maybe? Shana? Yeah, let's trim a couple of Shanas, put some Vivian Reeds in. Just some late game powers. Okay. Let's do it. We're still dropping the occasional frame, which is a bit unusual to me, considering we're not uploading anything anymore. I don't understand. Oh, this is a pretty medium hand. This is effectively 5 lands. I'm going to mulligan that. That's a bit better. Bottom of the land. Did not want to see a land there. Wanted to see an actual spell. That would have been great. Thought Erasure take my History of Benalia, and this game is all but done. Discovery. If we could see something like a Shana here, that'd be pretty good. Oh no, we trimmed them, didn't we? Well, we trimmed 2 out. Tithe Taker would actually be great. Tithe Taker would be the best. Opponent is really tanking over this discovery. Feign that we can't play a history this turn. That might make them tap out or something. Kind of expecting, though, that if they aren't Thought Erasuring us here, they are playing a Thief of Sanity, though. Which is not great. Okay. Does that look like counter magic to anyone else? I don't think I can just run History of Benalia into counter magic like that. Well, they had duress anyway, so I guess I picked wrong. They probably had the counter as well, and yeah, this hand did not pan out very nicely. It started off pretty medium. 4 lands, History of Benalia and Conclave Tribunal. We've drawn 2 more lands and another Conclave Tribunal. And the Conclave Tribunal is barely useful anyway. This is looking pretty rough. Crow Harpooner? Well, it's a threat, I suppose. Okay, the way they tanked on that really does suggest that they did just have the counter spell anyway. I should have played the Temple Garden. Oh, well. Taking pain in this particular matchup isn't a big deal, so... Come on, opponent. Alright, well, I'm just going to bin this Temple Garden then. That's pretty clever. They're not exposing the disinformation campaign to my Conclave Tribunal. All 3 of them. Can't believe we've drawn 3 Conclave Tribunals. Yep. This is very annoying. My money's on this last cut, on one of those cards being a negate. Cool. Now, as I'm about to be empty-handed, I'm way more interested in getting this Legion's Landing down. Yep, obvious Wrath is obvious. Cool, you know what? We're done. Let's try again. Yeah, the Vivian Reed's actually not that good. Let's just do that. It's possible I should be bringing in Night of Autumn as well. Cry of the Carnarium and Ritual of Surt, a little bit tricky to beat. Opponent is really slow at this. There we go, finally some movement. Alright, let's play first. That's a much better hand. We'll keep that hand. Look, it's got actual spells in it. Duress. Fun. Only target is the Conclave Tribunal, which, as I say, a little bit medium in this matchup anyway. Space Jam. What you got for us, opponent? What you got for us? Gonna have to try and end this game nice and quick. Thought Erasure, take my Venerated Loxodon. Discovery, okay. That's nice. I was going to say, I don't know what we do, actually, if we hit a land here. I'm tempted to just play the Venerated Loxodon. We couldn't flip the Legion Landing this turn anyway. If we'd played the Tithe Taker, we couldn't have played the Venerated Loxodon next turn and flipped the Legion's Landing. So, this seems pretty good. Obviously, Cry of the Carnarium is a bit annoying here, but we've still got a Venerated Loxodon out there. Okay then. Well, I think the Tithe Taker's going away here. What do you got for us, opponent? Wrath here. Yep, there's the Ritual. Cool. Really glad I've flipped the Adanto this now. And seeing as I've got the Adanto, I'm just going to sit here with these cards in hand. This is a 2-turn clock anyway. I'm going to flower, actually. Let's flower. think we've got this one. I could be wrong. Thief of Sanity. Cool, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I've got a Crawl Harpooner in hand. I will just kill that thing. 98%, folks. 98%. We seem to be basically gaining a percentage every time we win, which is really good. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, let's do it again, shall we? There we go. We do seem to have stopped dropping the frames now, though. To be fair, as I say, it was really only at the start because I was uploading the YouTube video of the podcast, so. Oh. We go first. A second land of any variety, and this hand is insanely good. I think we keep it. Yeah. Oh, we're up against numbered opponents now. Nice. Okay, I think we're going to attack. If they block, we'll play Amara. If they don't, we'll play Sapling Migration. Yep. These are the sorts of draws that can still beat us, even though we're relatively good against this deck. Yep, sure. Right then, let's see what they've got going. This is obviously one of our better starts as well, which is handy because we took a risk on it. We definitely took a risk on it. Took a gamble on it, rather. Took a risk with it. Ooh, 2 mana available. Do you think they have a counter spell? I'm going to attack first. Okay then. I could play Amara and then play Venerated Loxodon if Amara doesn't get countered. But if Amara or Venerated Loxodon gets countered, that's pretty bad. We could just sit here and I could activate this Adanto the First Fort, because next turn is a pretty big attack anyway. Yeah, I think we're just going to do that. They'll opt a couple of times here. Sure. No, they actually had both of the opts. I was mostly kidding when I said a couple of times. Terrimander forward. Forward, I say. Yes, of course. Draw your cards. Yeah, we need to get this game over and done with real quick. I think I'm just going to send again, and we'll see what they do. If we make Tristani, it makes it slightly more lethal, but it's never resolving anyway, so let's just attack. As I say, this is technically a lethal attack, but they obviously have the tricksters and things. Oh, cool. Double trickster. That's real nice. I think we go no attackers here. How many things have they got now? No attackers, because obviously what we'd just be doing is throwing away creatures, and then we can get this Tristani down. Because they don't have their counter spells up here. Wow! That Pteramander is super curious. Drawing 3 cards every time it hits me. That's insane. Oh, I could have Loxodoned as well. Could I? Oh, yeah, because I had all the creatures. Yeah, okay, that was dim. I just didn't see it, Simeon. I forget how Convoke works, okay? That's what's going on there. I should have Loxodoned. Put money on them having a counterspell here, but that's fine, I think. Shut down my Tristani, obviously. Yeah, sure. We're taking... Oh, we're taking lethal next turn because they can grow this Pteramander. So, annoyingly, I do have to attack. Probably holding back these 2 1/1s. Alright, let's get another History of Benalia down. And now we can't use the Venerated Loxodon because I need the blockers to deal with these guys. Because that is going to be a 9... No, that's going to be 8. That's going to be 9. I can't let any of these through. Yes, yes, of course, of course. Get on with it. Yeah, missing that Venerated Loxodon was really annoying. I really wish I hadn't done that. That's such a weird bug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're dead. We died. Annoying thing is, if we'd hit a removal spell there, like a Conclave Tribunal, we'd actually still be in this and probably in a really good spot as well. That's them taking lethal. They have to put that Siren Storm Tamer in front of something. Oh, I was like, please don't see it. Don't see it. That'd be great. Yep, no chance. I hate fighting mono blue. It's very annoying. Right then, Harpooners, Baffling Ends for March of the Multitudes and Unbreakable Formations, I believe. And then one last one is probably History. History's medium against their spell pierces and such. It's probably just Shana though, right? No, it's not Shana because Tithe. We want it against Tappy creature, the Merfolk, Trickster. There we go. I can remember names. Shh. Actually, let's trim a Venerated Loxodon. Don't want to trim a Tristani Discordant because they'll definitely, if they haven't got them in the main board, they're definitely bringing in the stealing effects. So, yeah, that's annoying because if we'd had that Loxodon out, I probably would have won that game. Just barely, but I probably would have. Oh, you're such a medium hand. I think we keep it. And again, I think it's still technically correct to play that Tithe Taker. I think I'm going to Tithe Taker here as opposed to Baffling End in that thing. Tithe Taker means that they can't Curious Obsession and protect it. So Terry. Hello, Terry. And another Storm Tamer. Interesting. Interesting. I think now we're going to Baffling End the Terramander. No attacks. There's no 1 mana counter for creatures, so no. Tempted to Conclave Tribunal, but I think we're just holding that for the moment. It's another Terry. Okay, they've decided that racing is their only move. I think I agree with them. Tap the Venerated Loxodon, I'm guessing. Yeah, not bad. I think I'm going to attack with my Venerated Loxodon and then tap these to make them bigger. With the new Venerated Loxodon. I think that's probably the right play. Just keep them really choked on what they can do on my turn. There's a Tempest Djinn. That's getting Conclave Tribunaled. Tithe Takers are really good against this deck. That was fun. That was a lethal attack. I didn't even notice. Sweet. Get wrecked, opponent. Cool. Run it back. Not doing too badly tonight. Pretty happy with it. That's a very medium hand. I think we're actually going to mulligan this. That's a bit better. That's actually a lot better. We'll keep that. We'll bottom that. We've already got one to go and find our second white source. Terry! Hello, Terry. Well, there's two baffling ends. I think we are going to go and flower for our second white source here. Surge Mare. Okay. Very tempting to baffling end this Terramander now. Very tempting. But they either don't have the protection or they don't have the Curious Obsession. One or the other, or otherwise they would have played it. So it might actually be right to baffling end this Surge Mare. Yeah. Land opt from opponent. Bottom. What do we got? Okay, now we've got protection. Good, good. Am I okay losing this Sapling Migration to a Spell Pierce? I think I am, actually. There's no point exposing the Legion's Landing to it as well. Yeah, okay, well, they definitely have something here. Yeah, there's the Pierce. Should have known. Well, there's another migration. How handy. And they don't appear to have a counterspell here. Nice. Okay. This is it. The non-Curious Obsession draws we do really well against. That's a pretty good draw. Let's make Shana just that little bit bigger. We could obviously cast the Baffling End now. I don't think it's actually necessary. I'd rather wait and try and snag an Obsession if they end up drawing one. They seem to be flooding pretty hard. Or obviously a Tempest Djinn. That would be a pretty good get as well. Terry. Okay. Okay. They've got... Right. I see. You have to do it in response to this, or you don't get to do it. And if you do it in response to that, I will baffling end it. Perfect. That works. Yes! 99%. 99%. Love it. Love it. This deck is brilliant. Right then, we've been at this for an hour. I'm going to go and take a quick break. I need some more water. Let's see what the card we got is. Fraud Mystic. I really like that card. It's not doing as much as I was hoping it would, but I quite like it. I will be right back. Right then. Run it back, I think. So, punted away game 1. But game 2 and game 3 I managed to win out. Nice. Is this who I think it is? Keep. Am I fighting William Huey Jensen? Right then, I'd like to get this Amara going, so let's get her out there. That's really cool. Okay, okay. I think I'm going to run out the history of Benalia, and then next turn I'm going to go Sapperling Migration into Venerated Loxodon, hopefully. No attacks. The Tithe Take is pretty useless against us, so let's just completely mitigate its ability by not even letting it trade with an Amara. And a deck that plays Tithe Taker probably isn't playing Wraths in the main board. I'm playing against a world champion. That's incredibly cool. I mean, I suppose the Tithe Taker does reduce by 1 the number we can march for. Imperious Oligarch. This is Abzan Afterlife? Interesting. Very interesting. So we can actually play Tithe Taker instead and Venerated Loxodon with Tithe Taker as opposed to 2 Sapperling tokens. Don't know how I feel about that. No, I think 2 Sapperling tokens is probably fine. It effectively puts an extra +1/+1 counter on the battlefield. I could have just played the Tithe Taker as well. That was poor of me. I could have taken the pain, played a Tithe Taker as well, and then put a +1/+1 counter on the Tithe Taker and had one of these be a 1/1. Yep, okay, cool. So he's not really let me see what he's up to. That's definitely a thing that's going on there. Tithe Taker, Imperial Oligarch. Would we reckon it's like sacrifice? Something to do with sacrificing? Or is it just an Abzan mid-range deck and I just didn't like see the angels or anything? I'm really tempted to run same 60. But I think maybe a couple of Baffling Ends is probably not a bad plan, and I think we'll probably... No, I think we want the Unbreakable formation for these creature games, so I'm interested in that. I think we only want a couple, though, and I'm actually just going to trim. I think I'm going to trim a March and a Tithe Taker. No, I'm going to trim a March and a Shana, actually. Yeah. So we're mostly staying the same. I'm sort of hedging, because obviously I don't actually know what they're doing. This is freaking William Huey Jensen. That's so cool. Yeah, that's a pretty good hand. We'll keep that. Need a second white source. Yeah, a second white source / a third land. And we're away to the races. But as far as hands from this deck go, that's not a bad one. And we just picked up removal to deal with whatever shenanigans they're actually up to. Oligarch? Hero. Ah, it's a hero deck. I see. I see. Should probably have figured that. And it's an Abzan hero deck. That's pretty reasonable. Right, then we really need a land this turn. We did not hit a land. Fortunately, my opponent didn't manage to use Hero of Precinct 1 there, so no attacks. Angel? That'd be pretty annoying. Moment? No! Imperious Oligarch, okay. They're on the train now. I think we're just going to go history. We still trade with all of their creatures at the moment. No attacks. Should have attacked with the Amara, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe not. No blocks. I'll take the 2 here. That's fine. Seraph. That was the angel I was thinking of. Let's play this Shana. Then we're going to Conclave Tribunal. Get rid of this Seraph. Definitely more baffling ends in post board after this one. No! Go ram it. So they're trading the Oligarch for a card, and obviously they get a 1/1 flyer out of it as well. That seems pretty decent. Okay, this is an attack. This is a real attack now. Think we're going to get rid of this Midnight Reaper. Okay. I think the line here is Unbreakable Formation, attack with everybody. And we'll see what they've got left afterwards, because obviously they're attacking for a fair amount anyway. We might be able to get out the Venerated Loxodon post-combat. Okay, so they've got basically everything left. They've got 5 that I can't block. And then they could be attacking for another 2, 4, 5. So that's 10. They could be attacking for 12. Which means that's going to enter tapped. Because we've got to be on defense. Vigilance on the Seraph seems decent. Okay. Don't think we get out of this one, because obviously this being Huey Jensen, they're probably smart enough to not put their Seraph of the Scales in front of any of my creatures. Yeah. Worth checking. Worth checking. Right then, more baffling ends. Shana seemed pretty good there. Imara didn't. Actually, March. I'm super not interested in March anymore. Maybe the Shana again. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Okay. I think we have to get off to a relatively fast start here. They've got a lot more power at the top end. Well, that's reasonable. That's a keep. And I think we keep that on top as well. Right then. Just tapped. Oligarch. Cool. I think it's time to history. Next turn we might get to migration and tithe taker. And then no attacks, obviously. Kaya. That's annoying. But yeah, kill my knight. Bad times. Land, please. That actually does the job. I think we're going to exile this Oligarch to get the Kaya. I don't like it, but they didn't play out a hero early on. And as much as obviously the Oligarch is more disposable, so that's fine. Let's get rid of this Kaya. That's a Reaper. Flower, you're nearly a land. Let's go and get another plains. Play it. Play the sapling migration. I wonder if they'll trade off with the knight here. Land next turn. We get to play Tristani, which is decent. I think that's going to be really strong in this matchup. Yep, trading off with the knight. Seems reasonable. Seems reasonable. Okay, another Oligarch. And a tithe taker. It's a tithy taker. And no luck. Right, well, this time I'm not going to forget that I can play the tithe taker first. Could actually make Shana a 5/5 here without tapping it and then get to attack with it. Because they're forced to either like chump it or... I don't actually hate that plan. Like, try and get them dead as fast as possible. Yeah, I think attacking for 5 here is better than putting a +1 counter on this Shana. Probably just going to chump with the Oligarch. Oh, no, okay. Protecting their creatures. There's their Tristani. Okay, that's annoying. Nice. This kills off both of my creatures. Yeah, nice. Could really do with that land. My opponent could just not have anything else. Vivian Reed, that's annoying. This seems like a really good deck as well, actually. This seems to be doing basically what we're doing, just a bit bigger. There's another Tristani Discordant. Right, land off the top, please. Yes, that will do just fine. And I think we're at them, because I think this Vivian Reed, we can't kill it here. I've just got to try and shorten this game as much as possible. I could have killed it here. Although that's not guaranteed, because obviously they could have actually swapped around a bunch of their blocks. And instead of trading off with my creatures, they would have just chumped but kept the Vivian Reed on the battlefield. So they had the choice there of keeping the Vivian Reed on the battlefield. And I don't know, I didn't feel like giving them the choice. Right, an unbreakable formation off the top would be pretty solid right here. -3, destroy the baffling end, get a 3/3 that's actually a 4/4 dinosaur with trample. Nice, I like it. Attack with old Tristani, play a new Tristani, I guess. Ah, Raska Golgari Queen. Shoot my Tithe Taker? Can't kill the Tristani, obviously, but that's the only thing on the battlefield that it can't kill. Kaya can also kill everything on the battlefield. Yep, sure. Three Planeswalkers, you say? 3 Planeswalkers. That's not an unbreakable formation. Yeah, I think the game is over here. Block here. Block here, take 6. Maybe we can sneak a last point of damage in. Well, last 2 points because Rascal, obviously. Okay, yeah, take 6. Okay. Yeah, we've lost this one, unfortunately. This is a really interesting deck. I really like it. Unless they killed that with Kaya, they are actually dead to some things. Yeah, there we go. That's annoying. Oh no, I suppose they wouldn't have been because they would have ticked up with Vraska. I was going to say a flourish there would have actually killed them, but if you've got Seraph of the Scales, I suppose that was actually just the draw off the Vraska, wasn't it? And a Conclave Tribunal. If only they only had one block. Even then it wouldn't be enough. Okay, well, unfortunate. As I say, their deck is doing what our deck is doing, just a little bit bigger. And we paid for that. But still, losing to a world champion, not like there's any shame in that. Yeah, the game 3 draws were a little bit medium on my end. We keep fighting numbered people, though, which is good. Not in the actual top 1,000, but numbered. That's not even particularly good, even if we do hit a land. I think we'll keep it with a scry. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. That's fine. Especially as we're on the play, so we actually get to cast that on turn 1. Opponent mull to 5. Looks like they're on Soul Tie. Conclave Tribunal's a nice hit there. Okay, they're up to maybe 5 mana this turn, at least 4 mana. Vraska's Contempt on my Venerated Loxodon would be really annoying. Actually, it'd be more annoying on my Tithe Taker, but... I'm hoping they just have, like, Vivian Reed or something. Okay, the way they took a long time there makes me kind of consider that I want to attack before playing the Unbreakable formation. I can make another 1/1. Next turn they can be finalitying. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this trade. I really just wanted to flip that Adanta. Could Conclave Tribunal the Llanowar Elf, actually? Now that sounds completely insane, but we could do that. Because then they can't finality. At least for another turn. I'm gonna do that. We've got a backup Tribunal in our hand, so... They're going to use the mana to sacrifice the Memorial to Folly. That'll put them 2 lands off. Wow, they are. Puts them a long way from being able to cast that finality. Hostage Taker. Taking my venerated Loxodon hostage. That's annoying. I think I'll have that back, though. Yeah, I'm going to have that back. Yeah, I can get Loxodon out of finality range with the Unbreakable here. Another Hostage Taker. Okay. I think I'm just going to build up here. And then just Unbreakable them to death next turn. March for 3. Unbreakable. Seems good. Seems good. Hydroid for 2. Okay, sure. Not quite flourish, but there you go. So they drew a card off the Hydroid, but it wasn't a land. Interesting. They are just dead here. Good, good. They can put the 2/3 on the 3/3, and they can put the 2/2 on the another 2/2, and they still just die. Cool. Nice. Do you really think it's good against Sultai, Simeon? I'm medium on it being good against Sultai. Yeah, the Tithe Takers are meh. Bafflings are necessary for what's his face? You've taken out Legion's Landings to bring in Planeswalkers. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I don't think I'm going to bother with Vivian Reed. I think I'd rather just have Legion's Landing churning out 1/1s and be a nice early play as opposed to Vivian Reed. You've switched to taking 1 landing and 1 migration out. Yeah, but they've got Vraska's Contempt. Whereas Legion's Landing, they have to have a Assassin's Trophy to deal with it. Take out 2 Shana? Actually, maybe. Well, that's a 6 land hand. That's a mulligan. Oh, it's not very good, but I think it's a keep. That's a bottom. They kept 7 this time. Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose. Maybe Vivian should be in. Okay, then. Getting them cheap attacks for 1, I suppose. That's not a bad plan. Okay. No blocks. What do we got? Oh, they've got, like, nothing. This is really weird. It's also a little bit annoying because I kind of want to spend my mana, but at the same time, Well, I don't want to flower because I'm actually getting surprisingly close to being able to flourish. And I don't want a baffling end a freaking Llanowar Elf. Yeah, we'll leave it. Because it just feels so medium, like they've not done anything with their mana, right? So they've got some big stuff in hand, probably including things like Hydroid Krasis. And I'd rather deal with the Hydroid Krasis after and let them keep punching me for 1 with this stupid elf. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe I should be trying to just limit their mana usage at that point, but... Maybe, Simeon, maybe. Right, okay, we're going to pass here. Maybe that's what I should have done last turn, baffled the elf. Four Krasis. Carnage Tyrant, oh dear. Oh dear. I'm going to baffle the elf now. I know it feels like it's a little bit late, but I think we baffle the elf now, and then hopefully they've got 1 less blocker next turn. And I just get to flourish and kill them, basically. This is going to be interesting. There's another one. Okay. Land off the top, please. Land off the top. Ooh, you'll do. You'll do just fine. Everything except the Loxodon can go in here. Actually, no, the Loxodon can go in. If they block the Loxodon and the 9/9, they're still taking 12, and they're just dead to basically everything I do. So, Loxodon's going in. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, if they block that way, then they're just dead. You get to eat one of my creatures, I get to eat one of yours, but you're at 1. Obviously, the annoying play here would be a finality. Yes! And we're numbered! Yay! Top... yeah, 1,195. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty decent. Right then. I say we've got at least another hour of this, maybe another hour and a half. Let's run it back. See how high up we can get there. So we've literally only lost to a world champion tonight. Wow. Opponent's name is Mythic. Sweet handle. Sweet. We've made a few misplays as well, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, this is a medium hand. This is a 5 land, basically, hand. We're on the draw. There are way better hands in this deck. Of course, we then just draw a no-lander. And another no-lander. And another no-lander. We're just going to concede to our opponent after we've seen what they're playing. Okay, blue-reds, charting a course. If they put a Phoenix in the bin, we know exactly what version they're on. They're on Phoenix. Cool. This is an annoyingly tough matchup, though, I think. One, two, three, four. Some Harpooners and a Vivian Reed. I think that's about right. Add a Danto and take out 3 Loxodons. Okay. Really? Okay, sure. And you reckon you're 4-0 against this? That's actually a reasonable hand. We'll keep that. We'll keep it. Should have just kept the 7. I was like, it's a really medium 7. That's handy because Sunpale Grove, Tithe Taker, you can't shock this on your turn. You could shock me. You can't shock this. Not reckon you are. Okay. Okay, Simeon. I see how it is. Space Jam. That was a pretty good draw. Not going to lie. That was a pretty good draw. Oh, that hurt. Shock my knight. Shock my tithy taker. Okay. Shock my knight. Definitely not casting that flower here. I think I am casting the sapling migration though. I think that's right. Lava coil? Is that what's going on? You wanted to make sure I didn't get the 1-1. I suppose that's fair. Nope, shocking another knight. My Kniggets! Okay, and shocking and then opting feels super weird. Okay, Arclight Phoenix, that's cool. That's something that can get Conclave Tribunaled. Land, Amara. This is nice. Arclight Phoenix can go away. Slam. Got butchered earlier playing this versus Esper and Boros. This being Drake's or this being Selesnya Tokens? Again with the shocks. Come on. Give me a goddamn break. Right. Well, we're going to go a Danto. I think we're on the no attack plan. We'd attack, they'd block the Tithe Taker. All of 3 damage would get through. Actually, no, this is fine, isn't it? This is fine. Selesnya Tokens. Yeah, it's not good against Esper. Didn't realise it was going to be bad against Boros, though. I will be honest on that one. There's another Phoenix in the graveyard. We got another 2 spells opponent. You can get that Phoenix back. There's a discovery, so it looks like it. Okay, this is interesting. You're both telling me the same thing. That we ruin Sultai, but yeah, Esper control, a little bit of an issue. Resolve. Yeah, sure. Go on, attack me for 12. Right then, land off the top, please. That is perfect. Lethal! Just in case it's not. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Nice. Chance for Glory. Ooh. Right then. Let's run it back, I suppose. Chance for Glory, really? That's super risky. I don't like having cards in my deck that are just dead. Like, a not small percentage of the time. Okay. Oh, Conflict. We actually just lost to Abzan Go Wide Creatures, played by Huey Jensen. So, hey, yeah, this is a pretty good hand. We'll keep this. Probably opening on, I don't know, actually, the Sapling Migrations. Enters tapped. Yeah, probably opening up on Sapling Migration to try and get Shana out of burn range of anything. Migration does indeed open up the earlier tribunal. This is very true. Shame no land there. Would have liked to have played the history, but beggars and choosers and all that malarkey. This looks like it's a hand filled with 4-drops. Okay, Goblin Electromancer as a start. tempted to just tribunal the thingy, but I don't think that's right. I think we send, though. And then we play a Danto Vanguard. You think, Simeon, take out the Goblin? God damn it. I've already gone to attacks. I think I'm going to stick with my plan now. Could do with some more lands here, though. Could really do with some more lands here. Okay, so they didn't do that last turn. Yeah, you're probably right, Simeon. And there's a Bacon Bolt that they've just put in their graveyard that they'll get to cast right now if they wanted to kill something. And obviously the Bacon Bolt can kill my Shana, so... Oh dear. Yeah, now we're getting back 2 Phoenixes. Oh no, it's only 1. Thought I saw 2 go in there. Come on, for God's sakes. I'm going to see if they want to put this Arclight Phoenix back in the graveyard. Yeah, okay. And then when they do, I'm going to Conclave Tribunal away this Goblin Electromancer. Just to make it harder to get them back out of the graveyard. Right then, into the turn. Come on, we need some lands here. Nope, that's just another history. Let's play Shana, I guess. Then pass the turn. Yeah, deck's definitely betrayed me. Bacon Bolt on the Shana, obviously. Oh, it wouldn't actually kill it. Now it will. No, it still wouldn't. That's annoying. Yep, we're dead. We died here. If we can draw a... oh no, we're at 2. Okay, we are just dead. Well, there's the land, about 3 turns too late. Cool, cool. Back down into 98%. Oh, Jesus Christ. They were a higher freaking number than us. How did we lose so much? Alright, that's a good hand. We'll keep that. Yeah, but we were only gaining like a percentage point even when we were fighting people higher in the rankings than us. Okay, this could be a really tough match. This could be a really tough match. Or it's a hero deck, and that's not bad. Jeskai Hero. That's my bet. I'm saying it now. I'm placing the bet now. All right, let's get at them. Turn this Legion's Landing on. Okay, interesting. Interesting that they're trading off with my lifelinker there. Especially when I can make more. We can march for 2 here, or I can just make a 1-1. I think I'm probably just making a 1-1. Considering over the course of the next few turns, I'm going to be making a lot of creatures. Yeah. I think we can still go in with the Loxodon here, though. Training off Loxodons is fine. So yeah, here we'd get to march for 4. Which is pretty good. Banalish Marshal. Okay. Are we being attacked here? We're being attacked. We're 3 in the air. Okay. You're still making another 1-1, Simeon. You're getting real greedy. Like, that feels super greedy. But, okay. I can make greedy plays as well. Oh, we got it now. Wow, okay, that's a bit weird. Yeah, okay, what are we marching for this time? We're marching for 7, and then we're flourishing. That's game! Heroic reinforcements? That's not great. This is fine, though. This is an attack for 13. I think I'm just happy to let this happen. I don't see how I lose. But I'm actually tempted to block the Adanto Vanguard with the Tithe Taker. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just in case. Because I'm sure there's like some random red-white common that gives them haste. Marching for... yeah, it's 7, isn't it? The higher rank you reach, the less rank you gain per win. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I always thought that if you were fighting people who were higher ranked than you anyway, it would balance out. Like, if you were fighting people below you, I absolutely understand that, but... Right then, I think we want some baffling ends here, and possibly what we actually want to take out is Conclave Tribunal. Like, just a swap here. Although Knight of Autumn's also an interesting proposition to potentially gain some life if they get off to a quick start. Yeah, I haven't ever actually looked into the maths behind ELO. It's possible that I should at some point. Baffling End instead of Conclave Tribunal. Obviously, they can be running Angels, which can be super annoying, but I don't want to get too reactive. Maybe we just have one Conclave Tribunal as an out. And then trim a couple of Tithe Takers for Vivian Reed. Get a little bit more control-y. The Arena ranking is a modified ELO. Oh, of course, yeah. No, they did mention that on one of the updates that I saw. That's a good hand. We'll keep that hand. Sky Marcher Aspirant. We're probably Sapling Migrationing next turn to potentially flip this Legion landing on turn 3. Okay, well, if they held the Sky Marcher Aspirant back, that suggests that they don't want to trade it, but at the same time, I don't feel like trading my stuff either, because I'm about to flip this Legion's landing. Yep. Double March. Okay, well, let's attack. I think I want to flower right here. Make sure I hit that land. I'm going to flower. Because I want to be hitting land number 5. Oh, I should have got a forest. I've got Vivian Reeds in the deck. That was dim. That was dim of me. Erp. Baffles? No, don't baffle my Tithe Taker. Yeah, but I always feel a little bit like cheeky going, you know, I'm really close to being able to flourish anyway. Hey, Sunpetal Grove's a pretty good pickup. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'd need to be able to go land and a creature next turn, or land and another permanent to be able to give these flying, which they probably can do. I think I'm meant to hold and block with some saplings. Possibly what I'm meant to do is march for 2 this turn, in fact. Okay. They don't seem to have the 2 extra permanents that they're going to need. Simeon, what's your thinking on marching for 2 here? Or should I just block one of these apiece? Marching for a little when you have another march is good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I think so. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to block here, and then I'm going to march for 2 before damage. Just tap the single-coloured creatures, Jack. Come on. The game will work it out. I know that seems a little bit weird, but just not taking any damage there seems good when we've got a bunch of life linkers. There's a Sky Marcher. Especially when they've got stuff like that going on. Ooh. I wanted you, Vivian Reed. I wanted you earlier, but as it stands, I think we're waiting, and this turn we're going to march for massives. And see if we can hit a pump next turn. Another pump, I mean. Yep, there's the flyers. Really glad I didn't take even 4 last turn. March for 1, 2, 3, and 5. It's oftentimes 8. Whoojum. As I say, could have done with another pump spell there. Money on Settle the Wreckage. Maybe not. Is this still lethal? Well, I go and get every basic out of my deck. So this is for 6 at the moment. I can block one of these and I can make another 1/1 to block another one. So I think... Well, they're going to flip a Legion's Landing, and that's a problem for us. I think they should just be attacking with the free flyers. Yeah. Right, let's dump. Okay, history. Let's see what Vivian's got for us. Or does she tick down to kill one of these stupid Sky Marcher aspirants? So we can attack for 2 here, gaining 2 life. No, I think we go up with Vivian Reed. Wait, what can she hit? She can't hit anything. I think we have to go down. And I have to attack here, because if I don't, they can just attack me with these 2 flyers. Yes, yes. This is going to be interesting. Yep. Vivian also just gains us a couple of points of life as well. Okay, well, they're just going to go for me. Oh, no, there they go. Boom. Let's make another 1/1. Oh, come on! I just went and got all of the lands out of my deck. again, I need to gain a bunch of life here, so... I don't think so, Simeon. I don't think Harpooner's what we want here. If I'd seen some Angels, maybe, but I don't think so. What we could really do with is another March of the Multitudes, basically this turn. Another Settler actually kills us here, amusingly enough. Sure. That you wish to keep. The untapped one, please. This has bought us another couple of turns here, hopefully. Being able to make, effectively, 3 Adanto tokens in a turn. Should gain us just enough life. Yeah, obviously they're going to gain a ton of life here as well, but that's not what we care about right now. Having mana to spend on abilities isn't actually a problem for us right now. Oh, gold. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay. That's annoying. And they didn't want to open with that? I don't understand people. Yeah, okay. We saw no angels. We just want some baffling ends. And I think we want a couple of Knights of Autumn. Possibly instead of Vivian Reeds. Yeah. That seems pretty good. Pretty good. That's not a particularly good hand. We've got 2 lands and can't cast any of our spells. That's going to have to be a mulligan as well. Wow, my deck is beginning to betray me here. Okay, that's a keep. It's not great, but it's a keep. Oh, well, opponents at least multi 5 as well. Top. I'm on the play. Kind of feel like I just want to draw that. So I'm not going to flower here. There's the aspirant. Okay, well, we're just drawing lands here, so... So, we could actually march for 1 here and flip our Legion's Landing. Do I even want to do... I don't even think that's a bad plan. I think we want to march for 1. Oh, no, X is 1. History Banali is a good draw there. I think I'm going to flower now as well. Just thin out the deck a little bit. Just get some extra cards going. Let's grab another forest. We've got 3 plains. Gives us a little bit more access to stuff. We were 2 lands away from flourishing anyway, so it's a little bit like, yeah, not necessarily going to be the game ender you'd want it to be. Okay, so here they're unlocking their 2nd mana. Kind of just want to trade with the Sky Marcher Aspirant, but I think really the play is probably just to kill this 1/1. Baffling End. Baffling my Tithe Taker, I'm guessing? Yeah. That's interesting. They unlocked their 2nd mana source, and that's the first play they make. Very interesting. Then, well. Okay. Wow, they were really heavy on the Legion's landings. Flourish off the top. Come on. March is not bad at all. I could march for 3, for 5 if I attack with everything, because obviously these have got vigilance. I think that's pretty good, but I'm probably actually just going to keep making another 1/1. Okay. These blocks are interesting. Yeah, okay. Like, the Sky Marcher Aspirant isn't actually doing a massive amount at the moment, other than being a 2/1. So I can actually march for 4 here. I was going to say, okay, if we're marching for 4, I am marching for 4, because that will kill them. Nice. Not bad. And we picked up... Oh, Urza's Ruinous Blast. I will be right back, folks. I just need to take a quick break, and then some more of this, I think. Right, we're back. Let's go for it. Yeah. This deck is completely brilliant. That's a keep. It's not a fantastic keep because obviously we've got like Amara and then into nothing. So it could be a little bit tricky, but especially against Esper Control. Gold. To be fair, this is a horrid matchup anyway, so that's not what I wanted to see. I'm going to use this flower here, just spend some mana. Okay, but they do seem to be stuck on 2 lands, which is decent. Okay then, do they have the negate? They have something. That's really tedious. The fact that they had the negate is actually really unusual. They play one of them, and now obviously they've got multiple counter spells available to them. Opponents even stumbled this game and they're still going to beat us. I hate fighting Esper Control. The only actually relevant spell in my hand, not that it was ever resolving, of course. Yeah, if I'd had a 2-drop, we probably would have been at game over by this point. Basically, the hand was fine against anything that wasn't Thought Erasure. Right then, here's the Kaya's Wrath and we die, but I think we have to do this anyway. Okay. I think we were forced into that. It's like, if we don't, yeah. If we don't try and put lethal on the board, we die anyway, so. Right then, Danto Vanguard, Vivian Reeds, Night of Autumns, no Marches, no Unbreakables. No, I want the History of Benalia. Please stop moving the cards around. Maybe the Night of Autumns is a bit too much. Yeah, alright. Yep, this is a rough matchup. Shana's just another 2-drop, Simeon. Oh, you were saying add 2 Harpooner? Yeah, I probably should have added 2 Harpooner for the for the Thief of Sanities. I completely forget about doing that. Play first, please. Okay then. Well, we've got some 2-drops this time. Temple Garden, please. Enters tapped. Yeah, I think I'm starting to lose it a little bit. We'll see if we can keep going until 10. I'm actually going to cast the Tithe Taker, because if they thought Erasure us, they're only getting the spare Sharpener. And both of them attack for 2 on turn 2. Called it. You can have a Shana or a Shana. I guess you'll take a Shana. Shana. Yeah, I need to get better at the long days of Magic. To be fair, I'm still recovering from whatever it was that I had last week. Cool. Yep. Kind of expected that to happen. Yep, I don't actually know how you don't find that matchup terrible, Simeon, because I think that might be literally our worst matchup. Yes, it does involve finding the landing, of course, and then not having them kill all of your creatures all of the time. Yeah, that's a mulligan. That's close. We just need a land. We're on the draw and we get a scry. I think we keep that. And we top that. Sweet. That works. Oh, God. Another Esper control deck. Okay, well, they don't seem to have or at least not want to play Thought Erasure on turn 1. No, I'm going to play the Tithe Taker in case what they're planning on doing is countering a bunch of spells. Oh, it's Grixis. This is going to be really hard. Goddamn Thief of Sanities. We've started hitting our bad matchups now, folks. Might be time to call it a night after this match anyway. Just because we can't. We keep hitting the stuff that we really don't want to hit. It's possibly because it's time of day. Okay, so they didn't want a flower, which is sensible, and they didn't want an Amara. What did they want? A Legion's Landing. Okay. And another Thief of Sanity. I'm relatively happy taking that trade there because I'd rather they didn't flip their Adanto. We need another land. I think Sapling Migration. Conclave Tribunal. Oh, of course they can't do anything with a flip to Danto. I'm an idiot. Let's just get rid of that thing. We're hoping for land next turn so that we can just cast this Tristani. Of course they can't do anything with a flip to Danto. I always forget that. Yeah, I'm clearly not thinking straight. Okay, so they didn't want a March of the Multitudes. What on earth is that card? I mean, they don't seem to have a great deal of mana going on right now, but... Nikki B, yeah, expected that. Shana can go away. Yep. Exactly what I wanted to see. Send with team, except 2/2 flyer. Maybe we get to block this Thief of Sanity. Yeah, I'll take the block. I think we just hold here. No attacks. Get to March next turn. Tutoring? What sort of tutoring are we talking about here? Conflict? Do you mean the coaching that I'm getting? Two lands, so they took the only spell. It's a Tithe Taker. I think I'm meant to cast this now, just to have one extra person. 1, 2, plus 5 is oftentimes 7. So I'm with, oh, what's his name? Tom something or other. Let me find it. Tom Clark, and he does £15 an hour approximately with what's it called? A deal that you can do that's £65 for 5 sessions or something like that. Got him! Did not think we were winning that game. Okay then. Right then, Adanto Vanguards, Crawl Harpooners, and Vivian Reeds is probably what we want here. What we probably don't want is Marches and Unbreakables. Could be wrong. Marches and Unbreakables. Need 2 more outs. Maybe it's just Shana's. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did not see us winning that one. This is a keep. This is a pretty reasonable hand for this deck. Turn 1 flower, turn 2 Amara or Sapling Migration. Right. Flower. Probably Amara. Just try and get her started. Like, the longer she's attacking for, the better she becomes. Thought Erasure is a pretty good hand for Thought Erasure. The best card that they can take is probably Migration. They should probably actually just take Loxodon though. Yeah. Yep, kind of figured that was happening. So, Sapling Migration, we've got 5. We could go Sapling Tithe Taker, not play Venerated Loxodon, but attack with Amara instead. We can't Sapling Tithe Loxodon, can we? We can't. There's only 4 creatures on the battlefield at that point, and we haven't got any mana left. So I think it's just go Sapling Loxodon. Let's buy myself some time here. I think we're just doing this. Yes, yes, yes. You get to hit with the Thief of Sanity. 2 lands. Let's hope that last one's a land as well. That'd be funny. Theatre of Horrors. Okay then. Many, many lethal next turn. If we can just untap. Love Theatre of Horrors. They didn't want the Sapling Migration. Ritual of Soot killing their Thief of Sanity. Still dead. To a land off the top. Boom. Got there. Shana's pretty fun. Nice. We're back in the numbers, folks. We are back in the numbers. Right then. I think we keep going. I think you're right. I think I need to work on my magic endurance. And the only way to do that is to just push through the pain. So, we're going to keep going. I mean, I've already played more Magic today than I would have at like a single day of a GP or something. But yeah, play first. Sapling Migration and not a lot else to do. I think the deck is good enough to just get there though, and I think we're actually just flowering on turn 1, so I think we keep that, especially on the draw. Let's flower for planes. Breeding pool, you say? I think we're going to go with Sapling Migration as opposed to Shana. Because if they are Teamer Reclamation, then they've got Shivan Fires, and I'd rather not just give them an easy target. Okay. I will trade for your Llanowar Elves. Didn't think you would, though. Jade light is the only light I know. Oh, it's Sultai. Okay. I was still under the impression that it was Teamer Reclamation, but it's a Sultai deck, and they binned the Hostage Taker there. To be fair, they didn't have any black mana, and at least until they put that Woodland Symmetry down. I think we're going to go for a big turn next turn. Hopefully draw a land here. We could have obviously attacked for 4 with the Shana, but I think this is fine. If we don't hit the land, I might do the thing again where I Conclave Tribunal the Llanowar Elves. You can't kill my Shana. You can only kill a 2/2 Sapling. Or you can tick up and do basically nothing because you're a little bit choked on lands, aren't you? That's what's going on here. This Vraska is awful in my opinion. Okay, so that's not a land. I think we're actually just going to Conclave Tribunal away this Llanowar Elf. Post-combat, obviously, we'll see if they just chump with it. Or even block my Loxodon, but I don't think it's happening. If they do chump with it, I'd be tempted to kill the Vraska, actually. Don't know. Maybe it's worth just holding it. Shana is very good, actually, in these decks, I have to say. Oh, okay, they're trading off for the Venerated Loxodon. That's really surprising to me, actually. Yeah, I'm going to Conclave Tribunal away this Vraska. Right, land off the top. We can Tristani, push through a bunch of damage this turn. They can only make a 3/3 Hydroid Crisis. Come on, land. Oh, yeah. Do I Tribunal that as well? Like, it definitely feels like that's the line. That puts them to 2. Yeah, that's not bad. Like, any other day, I'd see this as a massive waste of resources, but putting them to 2 seems really good against my 3 lethal attackers here. I refer you to my earlier comment about me having 3 lethal attackers. Well, there's the land. Yeah, cool. I would have played the Tristani, I think, just... No, there's nothing they could have done. There's no point even showing it to them. Obviously, it's obvious it's in my deck, but there's no point showing it to them. Right then, against Sultai. What on earth are we meant to be doing against Sultai? Tithe Takers and Landings. I still disagree with taking out the Landings. I do agree with the Baffling Ends, though, so... Let's take out those Tithe Takers. Vivian Reed seems pretty good here. You were right, Simeon. Vivian Reed does seem pretty good. Harpooner is also kind of interesting to me, but I think with Baffling End and Conclave Tribunal we're okay for removal. I think we just take out the unbreakable formations. Yeah, I think this is fine. Is unbreakable formation not worse than Shana, Simeon? What do you reckon? You're the girl that's been playing this. Shana contends with like all of their stuff, and there's only a few things in their deck that can actually kill it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. As you say, as long as I can stop them getting a big Wildgrowth Walker, we're actually in a good spot. I think that's a pretty keepable hand. Like, I think that's the sort of hand that I'm kind of forced into keeping because it does what the deck's meant to do, but it doesn't necessarily stop what my opponent might want to do. Please no Wildgrowth Walker. Sweet. Land. Sweet. This is going well. Yes. I think I will actually block there. Obviously, I'd rather I got to attack with them, but... Contempt. Contempt. Leaving the Contempts on top. Interesting. Very interesting. But taking out a 2-power attacker is just something I can't really pass up when it cost me like half of a card and a single mana to do it. You're going to contempt my knight? Oh, casting down the knight. Okay, interesting. We've got 2 marches in hand. I'm feeling the march for 2 into the march for many next turn kind of play. Vivian Reed. That's exactly the sort of thing we want Conclave Tribunal for. Small march into Tristani is also pretty good, yeah. Okay, well, they found a Hydroid Crisis. Are they going to attack, or are they defending this Vivian Reed? March for 2. Selesnya, not treating you right. Conflict. It's broken me. Okay, that seems like a problem that you could have, yeah. No, I'm sending at them, I think, and then Conclave Tribunaling a blocker next turn, maybe? I think I'm playing a History of Benalia this turn. Or am I meant to just take out this Vivian Reed right here? No, I think I'm meant to do this. Put the pain to them. Hopefully this game will be over within the next couple of turns. Which means that those cards that they've got in hand are just trapped there. Hopefully. Giant Catacomb. Sure, play a 4/4 Crisis, I guess. Finality. Oh no. Okay, well now we will Conclave Tribunal the. I think we're also going to flower first. We're hoping for a nice 2-turn cycle of March of the Multitudes into Tristani Discordant. Okay, casting that down seems aggressive. Oh dear. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So we're going to be marching for 3 here, which means we're actually only attacking for 6. I think that's still the line, as opposed to playing Tristani and letting it get contempted instantly. Yeah, they're gaining a bunch of life off of this. They're making it a 6/6. That's 3 life. They're gaining up to 15. And obviously drawing 3 cards. Hydrocrisis is a rough card to beat. Okay, this is a line. This is a route we've got going on here. We get in for 4 here. And then next turn we might be able to flourish for the victory. Don't think we can, but we might be able to. Because I don't think we're getting out of this otherwise. They've managed to take the game too late. Jadelight Ranger? Is that what's going on here? Hostage Taker. Take one of my tokens hostage? Take my Tristani hostage? Oh no! Oh no! Please attack with the 7/7. Oh god, this is funny. Small problem there, bud. Yep, that was pretty funny. Vivian Reed. Nice. Take down, kill the Crisis. Oh, sweet. That means I can play my Shana as well. And tells me that I don't need to hold back trying to defend the Vivian Reed. Obviously, they can get back the Hydro Crisis. Get back the Jadelight Ranger is probably better with the Memorial to Folly. Gain a bunch of life. That'd be pretty bad for us. Yep. Yep, there's the Jadelight Ranger. Rough. That's rough. And there's a Hydro Crisis on top. we can make 4 1/1s with a Sapling Migration, that'd be pretty good. Oh, Baffles. That Wildgrowth Walker, that can go away. Hydro Crisis is going to gain them a bunch of life again, though. They can make it a 9/9. Gain them 4 life. Go back up to 9. Draw 4 cards. Yeah. No attacks this turn. Attacks next turn. We're at 37 though. It's going to take them a little while to actually kill us. So we might find some stuff here. Yeah, I kind of thought that might be happening, to be fair. Two marches. This is my 3rd history, about to trigger its 2nd chapter. 2 Sapling Migrations. We've gone through a lot of really good cards, unfortunately. Well, there's another history. That counts. Contempting a Night Token. Annoyingly, probably the right play. We're on a 3-turn clock here. Oh, no. Carney T? No. That seems pretty medium against us, to be perfectly honest. Cool, we did. We died. It's unfortunate, but we did. Right, yeah, I'm happier with Shana than I am with Unbreakable Formation, I think. Yeah, this is a fine hand. We'll keep it. It's not impressive, but this deck always needs to draw something, so... And I think I'm actually going to flower. Just straight away for a forest, perhaps? Yeah. We need a 2nd green source for the Vivian Reed anyway. Sapling Migration. That was a pretty good draw. Let's not muck about. That was a good draw. Yep, cool. You can get baffled. Get baffled, my friend. Get baffled. Sweet. And we get to attack here as well, which is handy. Which is a lovely little bonus here. Next turn we'll cast Vivian Reed. It'll all be good. Hostage Taker to kill a 1/1. Yep, Shana still can't be targeted. If they offer the trade, I'm taking it, but they didn't. Another Shana. Intriguing. Well, we'll take the forest. Yeah, it's random order, isn't it? No attacks. Okay, Vivian Reed of their own. Eep. Okay, well there's a Hydro Crisis. Okay, come on, find us a creature here. A non-Shana creature. Duh. No attacks here. We're gonna march next turn, and then we're gonna hope to tick up with Vivian and find our freaking Tristani or something. Just kill him. Get him. We could have absolutely done that. We could have attacked with Shana at Vivian Reed or something, marched, but I'm thinking about the finality. And I'd rather just be able to march for 5 here. Lostage Taker. That's annoying. Killing my 1/1. Well, guess we're marching then. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could have gone for 4 and left Shana available to block, but eh. So they actually started giving numbers slightly below top 1,000 just because they'd found that the system had some problems if people were... Well, there's Tristani. I did just say I would be looking for a Tristani. Venerated Loxodon's also a pretty good pickup. Right, so they've probably got a cast down here. I think we're just doming them, though. I think we're just going dome. Yeah. Yep. Those seem like reasonable blocks. My Viv is now on 8, yes. Casting down one of those, yeah, also seems pretty reasonable. So it's actually pretty tempting to not bother casting this Venerated Loxodon and just protect the Vivian with my untapped creatures. Because they haven't shown the ability to, you know, exile it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think that basically ends the game on the spot, right? Theirs is obviously very close to ultimating as well. Yeah, so there was some problem with, like, people who were top 1,000 not showing up properly if they didn't allow the system to show below top 1,000, yada, yada, yada. there's the finality. That's a tilt, because I was just thinking, if I venerated Loxodon, I actually get to keep... Oh, that's a good one, though. So we're going to ultimate here. And then we're going to play this Shana. And then we're going to march for 3. And that should hopefully be enough to get through. Obviously, their Vivs are ultimating. This is so weird. No blocks. One, two, three. This should be game. Nice. History definitely helps as well. Oh, of course it gives vigilance. Blech. Forgot about that. That's annoying. But it also gives indestructible, so... we need to make this Shana big enough to survive through a thingy. That one might as well get big enough as well. I'm at 31. I can just do it to all of them. That was an interesting game. I think we're good, though. I think we've won here. Okay, so they're going to gain, what, 2 life here? Okay. Yes! That's cool. That was a really weird game. And we're in top 1,000. Perfect. Okay, so I think that's goal for the evening achieved. We actually made it into the top 1,000. I'll keep an eye on how much I just dip when I don't play, obviously. But I will be playing between now and the stream on Sunday just to sort of keep my rankings up and that sort of thing. The plan is, basically, I'm not available next Saturday, which is unfortunate because I'd quite like to watch the Mythic Invitational, but I'm not available. Got some real life stuff getting in the way. But on Sunday, I'm going to make sure that I'm definitely in the top 1,000, keep just pushing forward and that sort of thing. I also need to remember to do my homework for my coaching sessions, which I think is more... It's better to test it on a mid-range deck, because the question of should I be attacking here, how long is the game going to last, is more critical in a mid-range deck than it is in an aggro deck, because the aggro deck goes, the game is going to last as short as I can make it last. But yeah, top 1,000. Not bad at all. So yeah, we're going to build up some ranking over the course of the next week, and then hopefully it'll hold through most of Saturday, and I can just keep topping it up on Sunday. Yeah, we're having a good run this season, folks. We really are. So I hope you're enjoying watching it. Obviously, if there's anyone here who hasn't followed me, please do hit that follow button. It really helps out a ton. And if you're watching on the YouTubes, please hit that subscribe button. Lets you know when we've put up some more videos. Thank you again, and I will see you all very soon. Let's go and see if there's anyone around to host. I don't think there will be, to be perfectly honest. It's a little late in the evening. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll send you over to a magic friend of mine who's actually playing Apex at the moment. So if you're interested in just... or am having error searching for live channels. That's annoying. That's really weird. Well done, Twitch. That's pretty awesome of you. Anyway, thank you all very much for staying with me for most of the evening, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.